Hello and welcome back to AquaTerra-Life. I'm Niels and today we're witnessing an exciting milestone in the lives of our sword-tailed newts. More and more larvae are completing their metamorphosis and beginning their transition to a terrestrial lifestyle. In this video we'll take a closer look at their new terrestrial setup. Let's dive in. As the larvae finish absorbing their gills, they become fully reliant on lungs for breathing. This marks their readiness to leave the water and start exploring a terrestrial environment. At this stage, they develop different coloration. Their bellies become yellow or orange, and some begin to show beautiful dorsal patterns, which may continue to change during their further development. Additionally, their skin becomes less permeable to help prevent dehydration, a vital adaptation for life on land. Let me give you an overview of the terrestrial setup I have prepared. I'm using gravel as substrate, which is too large for the tiny newts to swallow. It also helps with drainage and prevents water from pooling on the surface. In the past I've also used filter mats as an alternative substrate, which worked well and provided good moisture retention. My setup includes a water area that takes up about 1/4 of the entire space. This area is shallow and easy for the newts to climb out, thanks to the gradual gravel slope. Essentially, it's a flooded setup, which helps maintain very high humidity levels. In this setup, some newts frequently visit the water area to search for food. Live plants and moss play an important role. Not only do they help maintain humidity, but they also provide hiding spots and make the environment more natural and enriching for the newts. As extra shelters, I use pieces of bark. Cork bark is very suitable, but beech or oak bark also works very well for me. Humidity is crucial for these tiny juveniles. Regular misting helps keep the environment moist and prevents their delicate skin from drying out. Lighting should be soft and not too intense, as newts prefer dimmer environments. Also, make sure the enclosure has a secure lid with good ventilation to maintain air circulation while keeping the humidity stable. At this stage, the newts are still quite small and vulnerable. Here are a few more tips for their care. Ensure the water bowl or water area in the setup is shallow enough for them to easily climb in and out. Otherwise, tiny newts can easily drown. Avoid sharp objects or small items that could be swallowed. Keep the environment stable. Juveniles are sensitive to sudden changes in temperature or humidity. Also, you might have noticed the small bowl placed in the water area. I use it for feeding tiny worms like tubifex or black worms. The bowl prevents the worms from burrowing into the gravel and hiding, making it easier for the newts to find and eat them. And that's it for today's video. It's amazing to see how far the sword-tailed newts have come. From tiny aquatic larvae to fully metamorphosed juveniles, ready for life on land. Their metamorphosis marks a major milestone in their development. This will likely be the final video in the series about their development, as the newts have completed their transformation. From here, they'll gradually grow into adult newts over the next 2 years, eventually transitioning back to a mostly aquatic lifestyle. While the changes ahead may be less dramatic, providing proper care will remain essential to help them thrive. Thank you for joining me on this journey with the sword-tailed newts. If you have any questions about the care or setup, feel free to ask in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe and stay tuned for future content of my newts and other animals. Thanks for watching and see you next time.